Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the course on systematic approach to data structures using C. We have already seen what are binary trees in the previous video. In binary trees, we have seen what is the definition and types of binary trees. Then we have seen how to construct binary trees. And then we have seen how to traverse binary trees. Now let us consider these two binary trees. In this video, let us see whether these two trees are disjoint trees or they represent non-disjoint trees and will they represent a forest and see the journey from trees to forest. Let me call this tree as T1 and let me call this tree as T2. In the first tree, the nodes are A, B, C. So here I write A, B and C. In the second tree T2, the nodes are D, E and F. Now let us see what is the speciality of these two trees. If you observe, the two trees T1 and T2 do not have any common nodes. So they are called disjoint trees. Since there are no common nodes in these two trees are called disjoint trees. Let us consider these two trees. Let me call this tree as T3 and let me call this tree as T4. In the first tree T3, the nodes are A, B and C. In the second tree T4, the nodes are C, D and E. Now, what is the speciality of these two trees? Observe that the two trees T3 and T4 have common node C. Here C is common for both the trees. Since there is a common node between these two trees, we call them as non-disjoint trees. So these two trees are called non-disjoint trees. In these two cases, the first set of trees represent disjoint trees and the second set of trees represent non-disjoint trees. Now let us see what are disjoint trees. The trees that do not share any common node between them, we call them as disjoint trees. So how you define? The trees that do not share any common node between them are called disjoint trees. Formally, the disjoint trees can be defined as shown below. If there are two trees T1 and T2 where T1 equal to V1, E1. What is V1? Set of vertices A, B, C. And what is E1 here? Set of edges. What are the edges? AB is one edge and AC is another edge. So T1 equal to V1, E1 and T2 equal to V2, E2. What is V2? Vertices in second tree. What are the vertices? D, E and F. What is E2? Edges. What are the edges here? DE is one edge and DF is another edge. And if V1 intersection V2 equal to 5, then the two trees T1 and T2 are disjoint. For example, what is V1 here? ABC. Intersection V2. What is V2? DEF. Are you having any common nodes here? No. In such case, V1 intersection V2 equal to 5. Whenever V1 intersection V2 equal to 5, the two trees T1 and T2 are called what? Disjoint trees. Otherwise, the trees are non-disjoint. For example, here what is V1? ABC. Intersection V2. What is V2 here? CDE. Intersection means common. What is common here? C is common here. So it is not equal to 5. If V1 intersection V2 equal to 5, the two trees T1 and T2 are disjoint, but it is not equal to 5. We call them as non-disjoint trees. For example, these two are disjoint trees and these two trees are non-disjoint trees. When we take multiple trees that do not share any common node and group them together like this resulting structure is called a forest. Now let us see what is a forest. On the left hand side we have 3 trees and on the right hand side we have only one tree. An empty tree is also a binary tree and it is denoted by root equal to null. All these trees are binary trees and they are also called two-array trees because whenever a node can have maximum of 2 children, we call it as two-array tree, or we also call them as what? Binary trees. We know that they are all disjoint. On the right hand side, let me write 3 array trees. What do you mean by 3 array tree? A node having maximum of 3 children in a tree, we call it as 3 array trees. So these trees are also disjoint. This collection of disjoint trees is called a forest. Now we should be in a position to define what is a forest. A collection of 0 or more disjoint trees is called a forest. So how you define formally? A collection of 0 or more disjoint trees is called a forest. A forest consisting of 6 trees is shown below. A forest can contain 0 or more trees as shown here. A forest can contain binary trees. For example, these are binary trees and they are disjoint binary trees. So, a forest can contain binary trees or a forest can contain M array tree. These are M array trees where M greater than or equal to 2. If M equal to 2, binary. If M equal to 3, if M equal to 2, minimum a node can have 2 children. If M greater than or equal to 2 means a node can have maximum of 3 children, 4 children, 5 children and so on. So, a forest can contain binary trees or M array tree where M greater than or equal to 2 provided they are all disjoint trees. Now we know what is a forest. A forest is a collection of 0 or more disjoint trees. Now let us see the journey from trees to forest. What is a forest? A forest is a collection of 0 or more disjoint trees. Next, let us see what are disjoint trees. The trees that do not share any common node between them are called disjoint trees. Next, let us see what is a tree. A tree is a connected acyclic graph with one distinguished node called root node and contains one or more nodes. One thing you remember, even a single tree can be considered as a forest. We begin with a tree which is a connected acyclic graph with a root. We have multiple trees that do not share any common node. They are called what? Disjoint trees. When all these disjoint trees are taken together as a collection, we call it as a forest. So, this completes our journey from trees to forests. In the next video, we'll discuss traversal techniques, how to traverse a generic tree, how to traverse a disjoint tree, and how to traverse a forest.